Now that we have seen how can we update the data in the table, now let's go ahead and create a new table using the talent job and then insert values into the table. So let's go ahead and create a new job. Job underscore table underscore create a table. So our idea is to create a table in the DB and insert values by using a input file. Okay, let's go ahead and finish this. Yes, we have our new job. I'll show you how can you copy a connection from one job to other job. Connection as in this component. I want to copy because I have all this properties added up here. I want to copy this connection to a new job. So let's go ahead and do that. Right click, copy, come back to the new job, then paste it. Yes, everything is there back here. So when you're creating a connection, and if you know that the connection or that component with all the updated properties is available in any other job, you can simply go copy that and then paste it in your new job. You need not come back and then create a MySQL connection and then add up all the values and do that. So now what do we want to do? We want to again read a input file. Okay, so I'll copy this input file, the same path. And now let's go ahead and create a new data file. So as we have seen, for the first table, we have ID and name. Now let's go ahead and create a new file. Let's say we have ID and department, DEPT. Okay, I'll have this guy in the IT and I'll have this guy in the operations. Let's say, for example, now I'll go ahead and save this. This is what? This is our IP underscore input underscore department. Let's say the file name is like this. So save this, and should we add the other two folks also? Query the data. So we have data for John, Mark, Robin, and Robert. So let's add for 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4 also. So what? Let's put this guy back in IT. Then let's have a new department for this guy. Let's have this guy as HR. All right. So we have 4 IDs and the corresponding departments. Now the idea is to read this file and create a table with this column names and with this rows in the talent database that we have been working on. All right. So let's get this doing. So what we need a T file input delimited to read that file. And the file name is, this time we have to change the file name. It's IP underscore DEPT. Is that the same? Yep, IP underscore DEPT. Now that we have read the file, there is a difference of schema. So we might want to edit the schema. So let's edit the schema. So because we copied it from our previous job, we have the same schema here. So we want to update the schema to reflect the new column names. So ideally, in case if there is no change in the data type, you can still go ahead with the same names. However, to keep it more clear and match it to the schema names that we have it in the data set also, we will go ahead and update this. What the second one was employee underscore department. Let the length be same for both of them, that's 10 and 50. And it's again a pipes operator. Rest of the things will remain same. And yes. So this one we want to, let's get this one copied from here also. Copy and paste. Control C and Control V would do. And I'm linking it with the main row. And I would say sync columns so that the schema updated will come to the output schema also. That is for the T output 1 also. So earlier the schema was employee underscore name. Now that I've clicked on the sync columns, after joining the input file and the MySQL output, the updated schema, like whatever we updated from the name to the department in the input file schema, has been propagated to the output component also. All right. So this looks pretty much fine. What do we want to do now? Now come back to this. This is our EMP underscore DEPT. Let the table name be employee underscore department. Okay, now here we have the options. If you see here, it has an option saying that create table if does not exist. So what this would do, it would go ahead and check if the table exists in the database already. If not, it would go ahead and create the table. This option will not do the check, but directly will go ahead and create the table. So for now, because I know that the table does not exist already, I'm going ahead with create table option. And the action on data would be insert. We'll come back and see what are these various options in our further sessions. For now, let's understand what is insert and update. Insert would simply go ahead and append the data at the end. Update would go ahead and update the record according to the key that we specified. So when you want to do an update, come to the edit schema and then specify what is the primary key. For example, if I say ID is the primary key, update would go ahead and update the values in the data that are different from what we are reading. Like whatever the input, updated input is there, it would go ahead and update those values. It's nothing but simply how do we update the data in our SQL query. The same function will be applicable when we choose an action on data as update.